everybody. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do because I am driving right now. Don't worry, I've got a hands-free device that I've got attached that my phone sticks to, so we're going to see how well this works. I'm going to apologize right now because I do have a little bit of road rage, and I think most people when they're driving are idiots, and this light's any greener, people, we can smoke it! There's prime example, sorry. But anyway, so this video, as y'all know, I don't edit my videos anyway, so this video is kind of just like, I was talking on the phone with my mom, but my hands-free device and her headset do not like each other. So I'm like yelling and screaming at the phone, trying to get her to listen, and she's not catching it all. So here we go. Don't mind while I sip on my mocha frappe from McDonald's. Not sponsored, by the way, I just work there. And this, for Christmas, they gave us coupons, and some of them were, well, 2 of them were for small mocha frappe, or for small McCafe drinks. So I cashed one of them in for a mocha frappe. But anyway, so this video is kind of like, you know, I need to get this out there, like, and if, like, a Michaels picks up this, you know, idea and, like, actually thinks it's a good one, you know, great, you know, I'm glad you're listening to your employees that have a suggestion, because, like, it would be very helpful to those of us that do replenishment, you know, that if you would all just, like, have, like, okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. This idea became from what happened today at work. So today at work, I was, you know, I was moving shelves and moving stock and everything around, and trying to consolidate all the Christmas stuff into one little area. By the way, our Michaels, if you're in Colorado, northern Colorado, Greeley specifically, our Michaels right now, Christmas stuff is 70% off. Get in and get your Christmas stuff early. And please, buy the little Santa Claus and Christmas tree and snowman soap dispensers. Please, those things are a pain in my ass. Like, I swear, if I see one right now, I'm just gonna scream. Those were, like, the biggest things I moved. Plus, like, a whole bunch of little odds and ends because I had to pull down the baskets and add shelves to another spot. But, so anyway, something that, like, needs to happen, dude, I will hit you. I have no fucking cares in the world right now. So something that needs to happen is that when, like, I think, like, the day or, you know, a couple days before truck, we just need to have one person that literally their only job is to come in with, like, the day or a couple of days before truck and move stuff down. Like, move top stock down. We've got little cubbies at the bottom of some of the shelves that we pull stock out of. They just need to come in and do that. Now, the reason I say this is because I was putting together a drive aisle today. Well, stocking the drive aisle is more what I was doing. It was put together. I just stocking it. So I'm stocking this drive aisle, and it's full of yarn. Well, I'm trying not to clear the shelves because it's like, you know, we're about to open. I'm off, like, right when we open. You know, I'm not, you know, I don't have time to get up on the ladder to go and, you know, hunt down all this extra yarn that I'm going to need to, like, fully fill this. And the guy I was working with on doing it, I swear, does not know how to fill a yarn drive aisle because, like, please, I'm glad you all think there's plenty of time to get in front of me. Of course, I'm not doing the speed limit either, so that might be wrong. Why? I'll be thankful I'm not a big truck. But, you know, so I've got this guy that doesn't know how to stock a yarn drive aisle. He's setting all the yarn, like, sideways. I'm setting it, you know, the correct way. We're going to be able to see the color, see the label, see which brand it is. You know, can just grab it and start looking at the label and, you know, find out your weight, your, you know, recommended hook size, you know, all of this, and see if you have that pattern or not. He's stacking it so you just see the color of the yarn. You can't tell what brand it is. You can't tell anything like that from it, the way he's stacking it. And it's like, dude, yes, yours look more full than mine does, but mine is actually the proper way to stock a dry vial of yarn. I know because I'm a crocheter and I know which one looks more pleasing to the eye because I do a lot of yarn crafts. And so because of that, like, you know, one of our managers came over and he was like very analytical of my side of it because I was like, you know, like honestly, his side was not even fully stocked anyway either. Like mine at least, you know, mine at least looked like it was stocked except for 2 of the spots where I pulled all the yarn off the shelf for 2 of the colors because like I was looking through the bottom tubs and everything and, you know, trying to find the extra stock that I needed for it. And it's like, I hate getting up on the ladder. Well, there's 3 of us, and I know out of the 3 of us that were working on it, because, like, you know, my manager, not the one that yelled at me, because I don't like getting up on the ladder, and it's like, you know, I want to at least have this look like there's something on it before I start, you know, pulling more stock down. And he's like, you know, you need to have at least, you know, half of it over here and half in the thing. Well, it's like, you know, I had one of them. Literally, I only have 13 skeins of that color right now in the store, and I had 7 of it on the shelf on the dry vial. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like he's like, you know, he's talking about like this dry vial is gonna get people to like, you know, go explore the yarn, and it's like, no, what you're actually doing is you're just more teasing us, making us think that that yarn's on sale. Again, I see the yarn dry vial, I'm like, ooh, is this on sale? Nope. Okay, I'm just going straight to the regular yarn. I don't even bother looking at what's on the dry vial if it's not on sale. Because I buy so much yarn, I want to know what can I get a deal on. Because I buy so much yarn. Like, that's just what it is. Like, honestly, like, I buy so much yarn. Like, I literally have a stash at home. Which I'm planning to try to break up today, like, starting this year. I just need to find that group of patterns again and start on it. I'm like a couple days behind on it. It's 365 days of granny squares. So for every day you do a different granny square, and I figured that would be a good stash buster. I don't have to buy yarn for it. I can just do it. Though I need to go back and buy yarn for my temperature blanket that I was doing in like 2016. Yeah, 2016, like 2 years ago. I was doing a temperature blanket, and I need to go back and I need to get the yarn so I can be able to finish that because I'm not allowed to buy new yarn for a while. Except for my gift card, like I was able to buy yarn off of that, but which was nice because like my whole purchase for my gift card, like so for Christmas my grandparents get me a Michael's gift card because like I told my grandma, just go buy me yarn. She's like, I don't know what kind you like. I don't know what colors you would like. I'm like, Grandma, whatever you buy me, I will use. And she's just like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, you know, I'd rather get you the gift card and you get what you want instead. And I'm like, okay, fine, give me the gift card. I'll go buy yarn. Well, it was really kind of funny because some of it was on sale. Like I bought some like the really good yarn, which I wish they would like display because it's like, you know, that shit, like you're going to get a lot more popularity on that if you've got it on display and you've got it noted that it is on sale, which it was. Like this is like $7 skeins of yarn, and I know this is like totally off the tangent I was planning to go on, but you'll understand when I get to back to the point here. Like $7 skeins of yarn. Now yes, I admit like on my 1 pound, you know, balls of yarn, those are like $10, but that's because of the amount of yarn you're buying, not these little tiny like little baby skeins of yarn that aren't even like, you know, more than like, you know, 2 ounces of yarn, you know, and it's the Michael Kors. Oh my god, like that shit is expensive. On a good day it's like $7, and this is like without the sale price on it. Like good day it's like $7. Normally it's like $9, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying that much for a little thing of yarn. Well, when I went shopping with my gift card from my grandparents for Christmas, like, it was on sale, $2.50 a skein. I'm like, dude, I'm buying some of that shit. So I just started, like, I bought it, and, like, it was nice because, like, literally, my whole gift card, all I had to pay was tax on the entire purchase. But anyway, so, you know, like I said, you know, dry vial, I see that, and I'm like, oh, is that yarn on sale? not, you're trying to draw my attention to yarn. Like, no, that, unless I think it's pretty, I'm gonna just ignore it and go look at the regular yarn. So, honestly, all you're trying to do is just say, hey, new yarn crafters, here's some of the yarn we offer. Now, please go look at the rest of our selection of yarn to see if you can find something else you would like. For me, I have been crafting forever. Like, yarn crafting forever. Like, I mean, I've been doing it since I started, like, I tried to start, like, when I was in my, like, early teens, like, maybe even preteens. I've just picked it up more over the years and, like, actually stuck to it more. Which I have, like, a big project I need to get working on again and finish my grandparents' blankets. My grandmother can put it on the back of her chair, which I might do that tonight. Finish that, and then, like, grab my bag and put a project in it that I can carry I can work on in the car before work. I try to do a video before work, but it's usually dark when I'm at work. Because I go in so early, so that's why I'm filming right now, because it's still kind of light out. But, so I'm like, and so I'm trying not to clean the shelves out, because it's like, we've got limited amount of yarn anyway over there, down on the shelves, because nobody bothers to pull the top stock down. It's like, I'm not always here when we do yarn. Like, literally, when we get a truck and we start unloading, we start in frames, and then we go over to scrapbooking, which does not make much sense, because you would think, we would, like, work our way from frames to either yarn or kids crafts, because those two are closer to the framing, and then work our way around the store and back up, back from the back, from frames, like I said, either in the yarn or in kids crafts, and then, scrapbooking or art supplies or whatever, like, work our way back up to, or back into the back again, where we've got yarn, or back to framing. That, to me, that makes the most sense. Not, we go from frames to scrapbooking to, yada, yada, to whatever afterwards. Because to me, that just doesn't make sense. So, for me, it doesn't make sense the way we do it. And so I'm not always there when we stock the yarn. So I don't know what's up on top. Okay, like, I don't think anybody knows all of the yarn we've got on top. Like, I can look at some of the yarns on top and be like, okay, that's a Cairn 1 pound. Okay, that's a loops and thread big ball. That's the Cairn cakes. That's, this, that's that. Because I do know my yarn. But when you're standing on the ground looking up, and we've got like 2 boxes high, and I'm not talking like small boxes either, like I'm talking big boxes. The top's been cut off, they're facing out so you can see what yarn's in there. Like, you cannot always see what yarn is in there. You can't always tell from the floor, what's the chunky yarn, what's the finger weight yarn, all of this. Yes, I know my yarn. So, like, okay, even for example today, I was sitting on the ground, I was looking through the tubs in the bottom trying to find, yarns that matched with what I was looking for. And as I'm sitting there looking, like, I spot some black yarn, and it's like, oh, I know I need more black. Well, and it was, I saw the loops and threads label, which was what I was looking for. And I'm like, oh, that's what I need. That's my yarn. And I, get over and I pull it out, and it turns out it's the loops and threads chunky yarn. Which does not help me out any. Because quite literally, I was looking for finger weight loops and threads, not the chunky loops and threads. So that's why I say, and because top stock does not always get moved down, except for when we're doing regular stock, like after we get truck. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, somebody needs to just kind of like come in like the day before, or 2 days before, depending on how long it takes and like how much they have to do. Come in and just pull down top stock. Like, okay, truck comes in Friday. Plan for them to come in Wednesday and, Thursday. And just pull down stock. Like, have them do half the store, one day, half the store the next day. Because, like, literally, otherwise we have literally too much stock. and there's no way to, move down the old and, top stock the new if we don't have it pulled down. And it's like, I personally hate getting on the ladder, so I would not volunteer to do that. But, just have somebody that just does that. Like, comes in, they work from, like, framing over or something like that. Or do, like, do framing, scrapbooking, and, kids' crafts one day. Then do floral, art supplies, seasonal, and yarn the next. Or have two people do it, because sometimes I know you need help bringing down those boxes. It does not make sense the way that it's set up, like, honestly. So, if Michaels ever sees this video and just at least sticks around to the main point, have someone just simply come in and just do top stock. Just focus on, making sure that the shelves are filled. That way when we go to do truck, when we bring in truck, we don't, we can then, if, we get the same product and it's new, new batch of the product, we can top stock that then. Or we can fill in the holes. Because we don't always get a chance to check to see if there is more of product X, Y, or Z when we're doing truck. Because we are given, I'm given 4 hours to show up, do truck, and put up as much as I possibly can before I have to leave. How am I supposed to do that in 4 hours? Truck can take 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how big it is. And considering some of the people, some of the stock we have to send straight up, in the warehouse, just straight up to the top. And I work with one person that when he does truck, he literally just, takes it off the rollers, drops it on the floor and looks at me like I need to pick it up and then go make him a sandwich. No. Which, that is another video for another day. I will... And it will be about the Brandons. Yes, the Brandons. I've got 2 of them, one at each job, and they both are a pain in my ass. One of them, if I don't have to work with him, I'm okay with him. The other one, no, I don't socialize with him outside of work. He tried to follow one of my coworkers and I to the car, and my car, we were all going someplace together. No. Ew. Which is creepy. So yeah, so thank you for listening to me this time. I will upload this shortly, and I will see you all later. Bye.